A big hello and a very warm welcome to our lovely audience joining us from various different time zones across different geographies here today. Salam alaikum, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. I'm your host, nalinchandna, and I welcome you all to the 82nd episode of TLR Shows. TLR Shows is a flagship series of live stream shows brought to you by TLR Now. TLR Now is a niche, one stop learning and development, coaching, training, and mentoring organization catering to corporates, educational institutions, and not for profits. TLR Now, headquartered in Pune, India, has presence across the subcontinent, Middle East, and the United States of America. On TLR shows, we have had guests from various different backgrounds in the last 14 months that we have been organizing these shows now. We have had entrepreneurs, coaches, trainers, speakers, relationship experts, doctors, fitness experts, people from the art and culture streams, theater, musicians, media houses, business houses, educationists, lawyers, etc. TLR Shows is one place where you meet amazing people who share their expertise, enabling us transform and upgrade our lives, ensuring a brighter future for all. Today, we have a very, very special guest on our show, Ms. Shikha A Sharma. Ms. Shika is a celebrity dietitian and an internationally renowned nutritionist. She specializes in a diet completely based on Indian food. She is not a big advocate of the brown breads, the brown rice, the so called fancy salads, or the exotic foods. She runs her successful venture called Fat to Slim, which has, in a very short time span, gained a large number of clients across India and abroad. She is a firm believer that the right marketing is word of mouth marketing of our clients who have successfully lost kgs and inches using her diet programs. She has carried out extensive research on the various different spices and herbs readily available in Indian kitchens and uses them as fat burners and to fix various different health issues. She makes her clients go fat to slim and lose up to 7 kgs in weight and 4 inches within a month. And the beauty is, she gets this done by making them eat. In fact, she gives so much to eat that sometimes her clients ask her to skip meals from the diet program. Her Fat to Slim brand is ranked number one leading diet and nutrition brand by Fit India campaign started by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. She has 33 franchise operations spread across India, United States, and the UAE. She is a diet consultant to many celebrities of Filmfare Middle East. She has been an invitee as the best dietitian and nutritionist to IFA Awards 2018. Her food-related articles have been featured in various national newspapers. Her brand is the first Indian diet and nutrition brand to be published in London Glossy magazine. She has received awards in diet and excellence from renowned personalities as Honorable Minister Srimati Smriti Irani ji and Delhi Chief Minister Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji. Her fitness brand has also been widely featured in renowned national media channels, and she has been a regular visitor to various TV channels as NDTV Good Times, Prime News, India TV, MH1, Care World, Aaj Tak, Z News, etc. Awesome, Ms. Shika. A very warm welcome and Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji, absolutely, Lalanji. Right. Thank you so much for such a wonderful welcome and introduction. Thank you so much.
We are really glad to have you here on our show today. And our audience joining us across various social media channels is really looking forward to gain some really useful insights on this very important topic of diet and nutrition. In the recent times, Shikaji, this has gained all the more importance. And I believe there are various myths surrounding this subject as well. And we will have Ms. Shika address these for you today. Also, I would request our lovely audience to keep sending me your questions, and I will be happy to take up with Ms. Shika. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thanks to TLR show for inviting me here. It is all pleasure to take care of everyone's query in this hard time. Absolutely.
Oh, really welcome. So before we get into the specifics and your expertise, Shika, we would like to know as to what triggered your entry into this profession. Did you consciously choose to become a dietitian in nutrition? Ya kuch aisa hua and then it just you came into this field?
Oh, this is good. This is first question, yeah. So, Nalanji, as it is actually a story that which says कि आपकी life की किताब में दूसरे पन्ने में क्या लिखा है, you don't know about it. So same thing happened with me. I'm otherwise, I was HR professional. I serve in HR recruitments for 8 years. And then I gained a lot of weight. I become somebody who's 86 kg. And I start, being a BSc student, I was just starting diet and nutrition just like that, for myself, right? I was getting fat, so I lost weight. And I still remember the day when I lost a lot of weight and I met my once friend's friends and she asked me, oh, you lost so much of weight. How? I said, I just said like that, I'm practicing. So she said, by what name? I look it up and I say, what to say? I said, fat to slim. Right. So yeah, it was just a second name which was given, and I never knew that it's gonna become such a big organization with the grace of Guruji, right? And because of I have gone through that pain, right? And till before we came in this industry 4 years back, डाइट एक लग्जरी थी. डाइट उन लोगों के लिए थी जिनके पास बहुत पैसा है, बहुत चीजें खर्च कर सकते हैं. So I'm really proud that Shika A Sharma Fat to Slim is the first organization who changed the world of a diet into being economical. Because as an individual, I believe that fitness सबके लिए है, घर घर के लिए है. आज चाहे कोविड हो गया तो डॉक्टर कहते हैं जाइए वेट रिड्यूस कीजिए. So why it is only a luxury? It should be for everyone. So this is how this thing we are taking forward, right? To being economical, to help people, to every household. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's been how many years now, Shikha, that you've been doing this?
It's just like 3.5, 4 years.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's been a remarkable journey in this 3.5, 4 years. You've accomplished a lot, and it's really, really inspirational for our audience. So if I were to ask you about your most rewarding experience advising people on eating right in these last 3.5, 4 years, what would it be and why? कोई तो ऐसा होगा जो बहुत ही ज्यादा सिचुएशन ऐसी होगी जो आपने एड्रेस किया होगा और and you still remember that case.
Okay, so if you ask me this, Nalan, what I like to tell, इस सिचुएशन से ज्यादा मैं ये बताना चाहूंगी कि like with a diet, I sometimes get a magical result that even I don't know कि okay ये भी ठीक हो सकता है. So I still remember one case, 2 cases in fact. The lady have a fibroid, right? And because as you mentioned that yes, we are into completely to kitchen spices which is available in the kitchen. And ये जो हमारे spices है इनके अंदर ऐसा magic है नालन जो आपको और मुझे भी शायद नहीं पता हो सकता. For example, ये COVID आया. So जब कोई वैक्सीन नहीं आया, जब कोई वैक्सीन नहीं आया था, दवाई नहीं आया था, हमारे किचन स्पाइसेस was the one thing that we suggesting, okay, ये काढ़ा ले लो, ये ले लीजिए, and it really worked also. So I still remember the case. One lady, she had a fibroid and she started doing a diet, and after 6 months there was no fibroid inside her, right? And there was another case, the lady was not able to conceive the child for last 10 years, and after taking a diet, she conceived the child after just 3 months. So, so of course, so these are the 2 iconic cases which I still remember. और उसके बाद ये बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ हुआ, right? So, and I believe, these, it's a magic of the kitchen spices because, these kitchen spices from the kitchen is basically full of nutrition. और वो आपकी body पे कब क्या कर दे, you even don't know about it, right? So, yeah, these are the 2 cases which I remember very well, yeah.
So I think there are so many hidden gems lying in our kitchen which we don't even know about. Deep secrets.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Shika, you've been an accomplished professional and you've been the recipient of various awards. Tell us more about this NewsX Women of Steel award that you received.
Oh, lovely. So I would like to tell about this award. सबसे पहले ये मेरा सबसे भारी award था. Actually, it was made of steel and it was really heavy. And I was really honored because, as I mentioned, that Fat to Slim, it's only been 3.5, 4 years, and I received this award like 2 years back, right? Our honorable Simriti Irani ji, right? So it was really iconic for me, and I still remember the day when I got the call from NewsX. That ma'am, you have been, nominated for this award, right? I was like, okay, and you will be getting the award from Simriti Rani ji as you're doing really great, and a lot of our anchors, they have got benefit with your diet and with such a beautiful concept that everything in the kitchen so economical and wonderful results. So I got this award, and uski alawa Nalin, there was only 5 people across India. They got the award, and the two name was like Chitranjana Sen, who's on the Bollywood. The other one, Dabang girl, right? Not Dabang girl, the Amir Khan picture, right? So the another girl, and in diet and nutrition, I was the only one, right, who got award this. So yes, it was a really big moment. Yes.
Okay. Nice. Our heartiest congratulations on that.
Thank you so
And
much.
what about the award that you received from the Delhi Chief Minister? What was that?
Oh, from Arvind Kejriwal ji. Yes, that was one of my very beautiful moment of our of my this journey, and basically it was an award for Navratan of India, right? It was the tag of this award, Navratan of India. So actually, I have a lot of politicians who are my client, and somebody has nominated this, nominated me for that. And after maybe the team has done the analysis about how I'm working, because देखिए डाइट न्यूट्रिशन बहुत सारे हैं, डाइटिशियन बहुत सारे हैं, राइट? अगर मैं इंडियन स्पाइसेस की बात करूं, बहुत डाइटिशियन इंडियन स्पाइसेस की बात करते हैं, बट एक्चुअली आर यू डूइंग इट नॉट दैट इम्पोर्टेंट? इफ यू सेइंग कि किचन में से आप सिनेमन दालचीनी ले लीजिए या फिर आप क्यूमिन ले लीजिए, बट आप खिला एवोकाडो ब्रोकली रहे हो, तो आप इंडियन डाइटिशियन नहीं है। अगर आप कह रहे हो किचन में से हल्दी खा लीजिए, बट आप कह रहे हो दूध वाली चाय नहीं पीनी है, ग्रीन टी पीनी है, तो आप इंडियन डाइटिशियन नहीं है। बिकॉज इंडियन डाइट क्या है? इंडियन डाइट है जो हम बचपन से करते आ रहे हैं, दूध वाली चाय, दूध वाली कॉफी, एवोकाडो नहीं ब्रोकली खाना, एवोकाडो नहीं आपको आलू खाना है, ब्रोकली नहीं आपको गोभी खानी है। दिस इज व्हाट द इंडियन डाइट. So this is actually real form of Indian diet we are giving world over, and because of this, I'm sure their research team has done it, and I have been awarded with such a honorable title of Navratan of Indian Diet and Nutrition, and I was really honored to receive the award from Arvind ji. Yes,
that is awesome. I think the recognitions do come when you're doing good work. Recognition does come. So congratulations again. So Shika, if we look at the recent times in the last year and a half or so, and more so in the second wave of COVID-19 that struck India, almost all of us have been affected by the virus, or our close family and friends have got it. And I would say there has been a tremendous focus and awareness on diet and nutrition in this period. What kind of food evolution that you saw with the change in everyday eating habits and dietary behaviors in people? Because हम लोग अभी बाहर उतना नहीं खा रहे हैं और लोगों की अवेयरनेस बहुत, तो आपने क्या देखा, मतलब किस तरह का एवोल्यूशन आपने देखा लोगों के ईटिंग हैबिट्स में?
नलिन, अगर मैं 2019 से बात करूं, बिकॉज कोविड इंडिया में 2020 से शुरू हुआ, राइट? 2020 से इफ आई सी हाउ द थिंग्स हैज बीन चेंज्ड, कि जब फिटनेस की बात आती थी तो वो सबसे आखिरी नंबर पे आती थी। फॉर पीपल इट वाज लास्ट, सबसे पहले मेरा ट्रैवल है, ओ आई हैव माय किटी पार्टी, आई हैव माय पार्टी, आई हैव माय मीटिंग, आई हैव माय बिजनेस, दिस वाज द लाइफ, एंड डाइट वाज at the end, right? Fitness was at the end. और fitness क्या बन गया था? अगर fitness था भी तो वो क्या था? Fitness was gym, fitness was high protein, fitness was protein shakes, fitness was following those high protein based diet. This was the fitness which was actually had, taking care of people, they were really hurting the health of the people, right? Because
Absolutely.
people was forgot that it was not only the protein who's gonna take care of the people's health. It gonna be your vitamin, mineral, lot many things which gonna make your health, right? So big
Mm-hmm.
change which has came, if since this COVID has started, the people now know कि सबसे बड़ी जो हमारी इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो हमारी हेल्थ है. कहते हैं ना, हेल्थ है तो वेल्थ है. अब लोगों ने ये
बिल्कुल
सीख लिया है. और
बिल्कुल.
सिर्फ मेट्रोपॉलिटन नहीं, छोटी छोटी सिटी में भी लोग आज अपनी हेल्थ को लेके बहुत ज्यादा अवेयर हो गए हैं. और जब पहले हम बात करते थे किचन स्पाइसेस की, तो लोगों को लगता था अरे ये तो मसाले हैं, इनसे क्या हो जाएगा, ये तो मसाले हैं. So, now COVID has proved that these are not masalas, these are the big medicines. And actually, because if we are from this universe, from where you find all the answer? From this universe. राइट. यूनिवर्स हमेशा जब कोई चीज पैदा करता है तो उसके बचाव के लिए भी चीजें पैदा करता है, राइट. इफ यू सी अ पॉन्ड, राइट, इफ देयर इज अ क्रोकोडाइल, यू विल सी इट इज अ कलर ऑफ मड ओनली, right, for the protection of the lotus. So in the same manner, our spices is for the protection of the human being, which has been proved, and now people are really happy for taking it, right. Apart from that, if I talk about कि और क्या चेंज आया, देखिए जब बाहर की खाने की बात आती थी तो पीपल वर कम्प्लीटली इनटू दैट कि वीकेंड्स में जाना है, राइट, सैटरडे संडे तो बाहर ही खाना है. बट व्हाट हैपेंड नलिन, जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुला था, जब 2020 में बहुत केसेस नीचे आ गए थे, फिर लोगों ने सेम चीज शुरू कर दी थी. बट because they were thinking, even I was thinking, everyone was thinking कि अब कोविड नहीं रहेगा, right? And I was right because of being a health expert, and I've always talked about the immunity. I used to take a lot of precaution. जब मैं 2021 में भी मास्क पहन के अपने किसी अवार्ड फंक्शन जो जरूरी होता था जाती थी, तो लोग कहते थे यार अब कोविड कहाँ है, ये मास्क उतारो. I said no, I won't take a precaution. And then this boom has came, which has actually changed people's mind. So now people are more aware कि हमें अपनी हेल्थ का ध्यान देना है, क्योंकि अगले कदम पे क्या हो जाए we don't know. So yes, things has changed a big time. Yes.
Correct. Absolutely. So Shika, on one side, while you are advising people to stay healthy generally, but COVID specifically, so COVID के time पे और post COVID infections के बाद, is there any specialized diet that you've been working on and you've been giving to people?
Absolutely, Nalin, and it's a grace of Guruji that we're able to help out people. In fact, we have done a small initiative that Shika A Sharma Fat to Slim has given the free COVID diet to the people, and it was said कि whosoever need a help in COVID diet, please come us and we'll give you a free of cost diet. We have done it. So, when you have a COVID and after recovery, there is a specific diet that you have to follow, right? सबसे पहले हमारी सबसे important है, जैसे कि सुना जा रहा है और सबको पता है, विटामिन सी, right? Of course, now vitamin C play a huge role, right? And उसके अंदर जो हमारे fruits है, कीवी है, पपाया है, watermelon है, black grapes है, orange है, these fruits play a very important role. Apart from that, if you have current COVID or if you're recovering from COVID, do take आंवला also. जो हमारा कच्चा आंवला होता है आपको आराम से मिल जाता है. So because आंवला have a very high source of vitamin C, and that really boosts your immunity as well. So if you're suffering from COVID or getting recovery, do take a कच्चा आंवला. And a lot of people ask the question, क्या हम packed powder ले सकते हैं, आंवला powder, आंवला juice? No, because it's made in factory, right? So go for कच्चा आंवला. Apart from that, if you're suffering from COVID and getting recovery, your high protein diet is very important. Very, very important for the better recovery. But people said high protein means let's take a non-veg. Right? Don't do that mistake. Right? Don't do that mistake. First of all, when your immunity is low, right, and you're eating a non-veg, you can welcome any source of virus or the bacteria as well. And top of it, non-veg is very hard to digest. आप ये समझिए, आपकी जब आप क्वारंटाइन में आप चल नहीं रहे, आप इतनी कार्डियो नहीं कर सकते, रिकवर होने के बाद भी नहीं कर सकते हो, तो non-veg become very hard, right? So you can take a natural source of protein, like आप टोफू ले सकते हैं, बाजरा का आटा यूज कर सकते हैं, रागी यूज कर सकते हैं, किनवा यूज कर सकते हैं, पनीर ले सकते हैं, right? सोया ले सकते हैं. These are very high protein foods, right? And also you can take egg also, right? Egg आप ले सकते हो, but try to avoid non-veg completely, I'd rather say, right? Apart from that, Nalin, जैसे यहाँ पे बात हो रही है किचन स्पाइसेस की, और काढ़ा बहुत फेमस हुआ है कोविड के टाइम पे, बट गलती कहाँ हो जाती है जब हम चीजों को एक्सेस में लेने लग जाते हैं। जब हम किचन स्पाइसेस को दवाई कह रहे हैं तो उसकी भी क्वांटिटी पता होना बहुत जरूरी है। लोगों ने क्या किया, बड़ा बड़ा ग्लास भर के काढ़ा पिया है, एंड दैट रियली given the ulcer in the mouth, in the stomach, or rashes. So what kind of kadha you need to take? You need to take a glass of water, need to put 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 1 teaspoon of zira, which is cumin, and 3 small green cardamom, and 1 big black cardamom, right? And if you take garlic, take 2 cloves of garlic, only 2 cloves of garlic, and just boil it. Make this quantity, and you can take it twice a day. Okay, twice a day you can take it. So this is a simple diet they can follow. और सबसे important है पानी, right? जैसे कि जब हमें कोविड नहीं था, हमें कितना बोला जाता है, हमें बोला जाता है 2 से 3 लीटर पानी लीजिए. But when you have a COVID, when you have a virus inside your body, take minimum 5 to 6 liter of water. 5 to 6 liter of water. Because this is how what is happening. एक तो आप अपनी बॉडी में से वायरस को वॉश आउट कर रहे हैं, और अगर आप स्टेरॉइड्स ले रहे हैं, एंटीबायोटिक ले रहे हैं, आप ज्यादा दवाइयां ले रहे हैं, तो आप उसका भी असर अपनी बॉडी में से वॉश आउट कर रहे हैं. So taking increasing a liter of water is very important. और उसके अलावा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात, ये तो हमारी खाने की होगी, क्या नहीं खाना. बिकॉज हर जगह ये बोला जा रहा है ये खा लीजिए, ये खा लीजिए. खाना क्या नहीं है. फ्राइड तो देखिए सबको पता है, फ्राइड नहीं खाना, सबको पता है मैदा नहीं खाना, राइट? वो तो वैसे भी कोई बीमारी में नहीं खाता है. बट देयर आर 5 to 6 थिंग्स जो आपको बिल्कुल नहीं खाना है. वन इज दही, विच इज कर्ड. Because as we need to understand, this virus is attacking a people lungs, right? It giving a spasm, right? आपका nose block कर रहा है, spasm दे रहा है, lungs को attack कर रहा है. तो कर्ड जो है, दही या बटर मिल्क, ये आपको और ज्यादा spasm दे सकता है. Second is onion, right? जैसे व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी से आजकल हम सब लोग सीख जाते हैं, वहां पे आ रहा है प्याज खाइए कोविड ठीक हो जाएगा. नहीं, क्योंकि कच्चा प्याज आपको और गैस्ट्रिक अटैक दे सकता है, क्योंकि कोविड पेशेंट्स को वैसे भी गैस्ट्रिक की प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा देखी गई है, तभी उन्हें पेंटासिड दी जाती है, राइट? सो आपको प्याज नहीं लेना है. उसके अलावा ब्रेड, चाहे ब्राउन ब्रेड है, व्हाइट ब्रेड है, वो नहीं लेनी है, बिकॉज एवरी ब्रेड हैव अ मैदा. केला, बनाना नहीं खाना है इफ यू आर हैविंग अ कोविड राइट नाउ एंड इफ यू आर रिकवरिंग इट, क्योंकि बनाना आपको और ज्यादा स्पाज्म दे सकता है, बलगम दे सकता है. तो आपको बनाना नहीं लेना है. बिस्किट, राइट? लोग रात को गलती क्या कर रहे हैं, शाम को चाय के साथ, दूध के साथ
बिल्कुल.
It have a maida, whether it's a marigold biscuit or any biscuit, every biscuit have a maida. So these things are very important that one should avoid it, right? To recover from the COVID much better way. Yes.
वंडरफुल. आपने शिखा बात करी प्रोटीन इन डाइट की, और हम इंडिया में देखें तो इंडिया में एक्चुअली ऐसी धारणा है कि वेजिटेरियन हो तो प्रोटीन नहीं मिलेगा. आप देखें तो सर्वे के हिसाब से देखें 40% ऑफ द इंडियन पॉपुलेशन इज कम्प्लीटली प्योर वेजिटेरियन, और बाकी 60% जो नॉनवेज खाते भी हैं वो इनफ्रीक्वेंटली खाते हैं. तो उसमें से हाफ ही हैं जो नॉनवेज रेगुलर खाते हैं. तो एक्चुअली 70% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इज लार्जली वेजिटेरियन इन इंडिया. तो इज इट a true fact that when you cook the food more, the protein is lost, and if you eat like raw vegetables, spices, it is better for the rich intake of protein?
Okay, so Nalin, this is a wonderful question. Even this keep coming up to us. Ki somebody who's a non-vegetarian, they say, okay, where is my protein intake? If you give them more of vegetarian food. So my question is, अगर ऐसा होता, right, that vegetarians को protein नहीं मिलता, right? So whosoever is a vegetarian, right, their parameters should be really bad, right? So it's one of the very big myth, and I like to show everybody something. For example, I like to show this picture. This is me when I was 86 kg, right? When I was like 3 XXL, 252 kg. And I like to share this thing that today I just completed my 30 days of my after COVID, right? And you see me with all energy, since very long I'm talking in media, giving interviews with a crazy schedule. So it is one of the biggest myth, right? कि सिर्फ non-veg खाने से आपको प्रोटीन मिलता है. अगर आप खाना पका रहे हैं तो आपका प्रोटीन चल जाएगा. It's not like that at all, right? In fact, if you are a vegetarian, right, your body system is more clear, right? क्योंकि आज नलिन क्या हो गया, वेजिटेरियन नॉन वेज की ना डेफिनेशन ना बदल चुकी है. So people earlier who was non-vegetarians, जब घर में कोई relative आता था तब non-veg बनता था, जब कोई festival होता था तब non-veg बनता था, because now people have a lot of money and they're spending. So now people who are non-vegetarian, they every day eating the non-veg. The children has become a big, non-vegetarian, and because of that they're getting a obesity, right? And because of that the immune system is also getting affected. So it is one of the biggest myth that if you're vegetarian, you will not get the protein, and if you're non-vegetarian, you get the more protein. Not like that. In fact, the non-vegetarian diet at right now at the current situation is not recommended at all. Go more vegetarian, go more towards your nature, and that will really help our body and our immune system also.
Right. Awesome. We have a member of the audience, Arunesh Verma. He is asking where can we get the recipe book, General and Ailment Link? So have you already authored a recipe book yet, or you have still to do it, Shika?
Okay, so this is the first time somebody asking this question, right? Not yet, right? Of course, I don't have my book yet coming, right? Because, soon maybe, but not right now. You give me a good idea, maybe another year or something, not till now. But I'll tell you, honestly, there is nothing called a specific recipes and all that stuff, right? सबसे अच्छा खाना क्या है? सबसे अच्छा खाना है जैसे कि आपकी दादी माँ नानी माँ बनाती थी. That is the best food actually, right? Because if you do the comparison, our dadi ma, nani ma used to be so energetic. At the age of 90 also, they used to prefer कि मैं अपना काम खुद कर लूं, right? So their way of cooking, like using a mustard oil, using a desi ghee, मसालों का इस्तेमाल करना, right? अपनी अगर आप Indian है तो normal आलू खाना, गोभी खाना, right? So these are the actually secret of the recipes, right? So but we have changed those recipes. We have came into more of olive oil for the Indian cooking, right? Specifically for the Indian cooking. अगर उसे कोई ब्रिटिशर यूज करते हैं तो वो कैसे करते हैं? वो बॉइल्ड फूड में करते हैं. हम इंडियन कैसे करते हैं? हमारा तड़का लगता है और उसके अंदर ऑलिव ऑयल डाल दिया. So it becomes actually a toxin, right? So the best recipe is a dadima and nanima recipe. Yeah.
Wonderful. We've got another audience member, Jyoti Burad. She is asking, are you sure about not eating curd and banana, as curd is probiotic and banana has good fiber and minerals, especially potassium, and both are excellent for building immunity?
Yes, Sajir, I'm 100% sure about it, right? It's not like that it's only now on books or something. As I said, that even I came out from COVID, my entire family, right? So this is 100%. If you got the patch of pneumonia, if anybody in your family is asthmatic, अगर किसी की नोज में साइनस रहता है, आपको स्पाज्म ज्यादा होता है, तो absolutely you have to avoid the foods and the the fruits and the things which I've added here. It's better to avoid it. And if you're talking about the probiotic and all, for that you can take other things also, right? Drink more of water. That is the best to take. For example, I didn't mention about coconut water. If somebody have noticed, otherwise everybody is talking about the coconut water. Why I didn't add it here? Because especially in India, how it is happening, people are going उसी हाथों से काटा और घर में आए और straw डाला या glass में डाल दिया, and you are taking it. Right? So what is happening? You are inviting more of virus, right? So we just need to be cautious. And if you're taking more of vitamin C fruits, if you're taking amla, if you're taking a proper, like a vegetarian, high protein diet, and with your medicine, and you stay in touch in doctor, you will be all fine.
Wonderful. I think, Jyoti, you have your answer. Audience, please keep sending your questions, and we have Shika here with us to answer all your queries. Arunesh says, yes, that you need to write a book. We need to document the old know-how you have researched. So why not? So I think that's your next task. Shika, you touched upon the vitamin tablets and all. Is time people have been rushing to buy immunity boosters, multivitamin and supplements. चाहे वो गिलोय tablets हैं, चाहे तुलसी tablets हैं, चाहे अश्वगंधा tablets हैं, even काढ़ा premixes हैं. Supermarkets and pharmacies have been flooded with these. And if I search on Amazon India, it shows more than 3,000 results for immunity boosters itself. So what is your take on this? Because not everybody has got access to the natural. Okay, vitamin C is fine, but for example, people have been going to these multivitamins and the supplements. So what is your take on this, and how useful are these?
Okay, so Nalin, as you said, the people is not excess of it. As I, like mentioned, I got my franchise in New Jersey, New York, Emirates, coming in London. We already consulting people world over. आज इंडियन स्पाइसेस हर जगह है. उल्टा बाहर की कंट्री में ज्यादा वैरायटी मिल जाता है जो मुझे इंडिया में नहीं मिलता है. राइट, मिजोरम हो गया, राइट, हिबिस्कस पाउडर हो गया, मुझे बाहर ज्यादा अच्छा मिल जाएगा जो मुझे इंडिया में नहीं मिलता है. सो now, Indian spice is something which is available world over. And I'll give you one example. In New Jersey, my director told me that one of the Britisher was actually telling her the right way of taking the turmeric. Right way of taking the turmeric. So these spices are easily available everywhere, right? एंड और जो अभी मैंने सपोज काढ़े के आपको बताया, वो तो नॉर्मल इंडियन घर में हर जगह कुक होता है, चाहे इंडिया हो या इंडिया के बाहर हो. एंड नाउ कमिंग ऑन दीज सप्लीमेंट्स, look, when doctor give you the medicine, that is their thing, right? And of course one should consult in COVID to the doctor. That's very, very important. But when it comes to diet and you taking a natural thing in the form of the tablet, that is not recommendable, because we need to understand the tablet is made in the factory, not given by the nature. हमने कभी नहीं देखा कि तुलसी के पत्ते के ऊपर तुलसी का टैबलेट उग जाएगा, हल्दी के पौधे के ऊपर haldi ka tablet ug jayega. So these are made in the factory, right? If you're not finding the tulsi, take basil. Basil is available everywhere. Turmeric is something which is available everywhere. Cumin is something which is available everywhere. Ginger, garlic, everything is available. It's just that we go more easy way. But now people have understood how important is the health. So if you ask me, supplement or the natural, because supplement सिर्फ दवाई है और कुछ नहीं है. इट इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. एंड एज यू सेड कि काढ़े का भी प्रीमिक्स मिल रहा है. Guys, this is my recommendation. If anybody of in your family suffering from COVID or recovering for COVID, go with your kitchen, not with the premix. Right? So, yes.
Wonderful. So, Shika, apart from the health issues from a physical standpoint, where people are having medical conditions, I'm sure you would have seen people approaching you for diets to address the mental health issues as well. Because in the last 1.5 years, people have been working from home, so they're not exercising enough, or otherwise also there's a lot of anxiety. So, have you handled some peculiar issues, and how did you address them from the mental health standpoint?
Absolutely. And I like to share here, in fact, being my husband, being asthmatic, he was, very, very anxiety. Forget about the people. He was into a lot of anxiety, right? Because it is came, and every day you see a different news, black fungal, yellow fungal, white fungal, and all that stuff. And people, and it was suddenly came in the news that people who taking a lot of steroids, they starting getting this fungal, right? So everything day is changing, right? Or news is changing. For example, बीच में news आया CT scan कराने से कैंसर हो जाएगा. Though I was very adamant with one of my journalists who I was talking, I said यार CT कराने से कैसे हो सकता है, सालों से CT हो रहा है. फिर न्यूज में आया नहीं, ये गलत था, CT कराने से ऐसे कैंसर नहीं होता है. So सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये है, please don't go by the news. Right, the thing which is important. नालन जब बोला कि स्टेरॉइड ज्यादा लेने से like कैंसर हो ब्लैक फंगल, ये सब कुछ का. बट अगर स्टेरॉइड लेना जरूरी है तो जरूरी है, because I have seen a lot of cases, people who haven't been on steroid and they had a problem, they lost their life because the treatment was not given at the right time. Right? So let's not go by that, right? With the news, go by your doctor, go by your health. It is very important. और especially अगर अभी आपको कोविड हो रहा है या है, आप सिम्टम्स पे जाइए, देखिए आपको किस टाइम किस चीज की जरूरत है. और जो एंजाइटी हो रहा है, once you done with COVID, you pass the days and you're getting a lot of anxiety by seeing the news and all. So for that, focus on your diet, because Nalain, when I'm taking all my TV channel interviews and sitting in panel with the doctors, ultimately all the doctors says, please focus on your diet. Please focus on your diet. So diet gonna play a major role. आपकी anxiety नहीं करेगा, right? Take more of vitamin C, ये आपको बहुत ज़्यादा energy भी देगा. और especially जब आपको COVID से recovery हो गया, आप रोज take 2 fix, which is anjeer, because anjeer is really full on nutrition and it will really help you to gain your energy back also. And a lot of people I've seen after the COVID, they start doing a aerobics or cardio, they start doing a cardio. Don't do it. Wait your body for at least 2 months and then you can start with your cardio and all. till the time do more of yoga and your diet. So you can take the anjeer, and in case if you're not getting sleep, बहुत सारे लोगों को ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है नाले, उनको रात को नींद नहीं आती है, एंड दिस फॉर्मूला रियली वर्क। आपको क्या करना है, रात को राइट टेक अ वाटर, एड half teaspoon of rosemary, which is easily available everywhere, half teaspoon of coriander, and a few drops, only the few drops of vanilla essence or any essence which is there in your kitchen, and let the everything absorb in the water, stain it and drink it. It will really help you to get the better sleep as well. So these are the small things that you can follow, right, and definitely gonna really help you out.
I'm sure that's going to help our audience, definitely. Shika, India has had a tough time in the past couple of months where second wave infections jo hain or deaths per day hain, that have been all time high. Fortunately, with the tapering off of the daily numbers, it is felt that we have crossed the peak. But the third wave potential havoc is still people are looking at with a lot of skepticism and anxiety, right? And apprehensions exist that kids may be affected more with the third wave coming. So kuch specific advice kids nutrition ke upar hai, so that our audience can take it away and kids immunity can be boosted.
एक्चुअली नालिन, जैसे थर्ड वेव बोला जा रहा है कि थर्ड वेव भी हम लोग आगे देख रहे हैं, और ये किड्स के लिए डेंजरस होने वाला है। वो क्यों है? बिकॉज अगर अभी देखें तो बड़ों को हो चुका है। इफ यू कॉल यू एनी रिलेटिव, एनी फ्रेंड, ओके आई गॉट कोविड, तो देखा जा रहा है कि 90% पॉपुलेशन को कोविड हो गया। अब जो बचे हैं वो बच्चे हैं, तो ऑफ कोर्स अभी से बच्चों की इम्यूनिटी पे ध्यान रखना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, बट ओवरडू मत कीजिए। आई वाज इन वन ऑफ द सेशन फॉर डीपीएस स्कूल, एंड देयर वन ऑफ द पेरेंट्स सेड कि मैं अपने बच्चे को स्टीम दे रही हूँ, तो उसके ना ये नोज के पास का एरिया जल गया है, मैं क्या करूँ? आई सेड व्हाई यू वाज गिविंग स्टीम? इज लाइक कोविड के डर से। आई सेड कोविड हुआ? कहते नहीं। सो डोंट गो ओवरबोर्ड एज वेल। इफ योर चाइल्ड डज नॉट हैव अ सिम्पटम राइट नाउ, अभी से स्टीम ये सब कुछ देना मत शुरू कीजिए। खाने का ध्यान रखिए, राइट, खाने का ध्यान रखिए। सो children who are lesser than 10 years, right, the काढ़ा which I've just said the recipe, आप उनको भी दे सकते हैं, बट उनको देना कैसे है? आप उनके दूध में 3 चम्मच मिला सकते हैं, या खाने में 3 चम्मच मिला सकते हैं। बच्चों को सीधा नहीं पिलाना, अदरवाइज उनका गला जल सकता है, राइट, एसिडिटी प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। और जो बच्चे 10 साल से ऊपर है, आप उनको दिन में से एक बार ही काढ़ा दे सकते हैं, और जो 15 साल से ऊपर है उनको भी आप दिन में से 2 बार ही दे सकते हैं। और बच्चों की डाइट में आप आंवला जरूर ऐड कीजिए, बिकॉज दैट इज रियली रिच इन विटामिन सी। और जो बच्चे आंवला नहीं खाते उनके आप सब्जी में डाल के दे सकते हैं, सूप में डाल सकते हैं। उसके अलावा राइट, व्हेन यू यूज्ड टू कम अबाउट द फिटनेस नालन, मैं कभी इतना फ्रूट्स को नहीं बोलती थी, फ्रूट्स खाना बहुत जरूरी है, खाइए खाइए खाइए। आई वाज सेइंग ऑलवेज इट्स अ चॉइस, बिकॉज यू गेटिंग अ न्यूट्रिशन फ्रॉम द किचन। बट नाउ इन द कोविड टाइम फ्रूट्स आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, राइट। सो अपने बच्चों को आप रोज एक कीवी जरूर दीजिए, आप उनको रोज पाइनएप्पल दीजिए, बट पाइनएप्पल को मेक श्योर बाहर से प्री कट नहीं लाना है, बिकॉज प्री कट पाइनएप्पल कैन वेलकम दी मोर बैक्टीरिया। सो घर में काट के उनको पाइनएप्पल दीजिए। उसके अलावा बच्चों की खाने में लहसुन और जिंजर का, अदरक और लहसुन का, जिंजर एंड गार्लिक का ज्यादा से ज्यादा इस्तेमाल कीजिए, राइट। और इन केस इफ इट्स पॉसिबल, बच्चों को दिन में से एक बारी या ऑल्टरनेट डेज स्पिनच का, पालक का सूप जरूर दीजिए, जिसको आप बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से बना सकते हैं। सिर्फ 2 पालक के पत्ते लेने हैं, उसको छोटा छोटा सा काटा, उसके अंदर से थोड़े से गार्लिक के 3-4 क्लॉव काटे, थोड़ा सा अदरक काटा, और बच्चे को जो भी वेजिटेबल पसंद है वो काटी, और आपने उसको अच्छी तरीके से बॉईल करके बच्चे को सूप दे दिया। और अगर बच्चे को उसको थोड़ा सा मिठास चाहिए तो आपने उसके अंदर से थोड़ी सी चीनी डाल दी, और अगर बड़े ये सूप ले रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर चीनी की जगह स्टीविया डाल दिया, स्टीविया, बिकॉज स्टीविया इज अ नेचुरल फॉर्म ऑफ शुगर। सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन टेक केयर ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन डाइट, एंड आई एम श्योर द थिंग्स विल गो रियली गुड, एंड our entire world get free from COVID. Yeah,
that's true. I think everybody prays for that, really, really. So we also touched upon this WhatsApp University thing. You brought it up, and I think that's something so important in today's time. हम लोग डॉक्टर की नहीं सुनते हैं, लेकिन अगर WhatsApp पे आ गया या Facebook पे आ गया तो हम लोग उसको sacrosanct मान लेते हैं कि नहीं, मैंने वहाँ पढ़ा था। So and there are so many plans that are going, like WhatsApp पे आप जाएं या social media पे जाएं, lose 10 kg a month, 30-day fitness planner, and they charge you thousands of rupees. So, and you have been a big advocate of kitchen spices and herbs. And I believe there's no special food shopping that you recommend when you give these diet plans, right?
Yes.
Whatever is available in the kitchen is what you go for.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I think one of our audience member is happy that without asking, we have covered about kids' immunity. So thank you. I think that's something which a lot of parents are anxious about at the moment.
देखिए आई टेल यू गाइस इफ यू आर एंशियस अबाउट योर चिल्ड्रन और थर्ड वेव की बात कर रहे हैं और आई दिन व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी एंड द टेलीविजन इज बिकम अ बिग part of our life, right? Don't get anxious at all. Even I'm a mother, even I'm a mother of a daughter, so because you never know क्या होगा. जैसे हम लोगों ने 2021 में नहीं सोचा था वेव इस तरह से पहुंच जाएगी. इनफैक्ट आई वाज जस्ट टॉकिंग टू वन ऑफ माय somebody that सारे एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स ने बोला था 2021 बहुत अच्छा होगा, केसेस कम हो जाएंगे, कोविड चला जाएगा. So we don't know how the third wave is, right? Maybe the third wave will not be strong, nothing will happen, everybody will get vaccinated and it will go. So don't be anxious, just बच्चों की डाइट पे ध्यान रखना वैसे भी जरूरी है, हमें वैसे भी रखना चाहिए. सो प्लीज उस पे आप में एंशियस होके ओवर मत कीजिए, राइट? डोंट, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई गिवन द थिंग कि कहीं पे व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए बच्चों के लिए आ गया कि उनको भी कपूर सुंगाइए. Don't do that, right? That thing actually happened in my group of my child school group कि बच्चों को भी पोटली का बना के कपूर सुंगाइए. Don't do such mistake because then you can land up something wrong, right? So it's just that focus on the children diet, which is anyways important. और अगर आपका बच्चा non-vegetarian है, for the obesity also and for the immune also and for the future also, you should decrease the intake of the non-veg, because Nalin, what happened, parents who are a non-vegetarian, the children become a hardcore non-vegetarian, and I've seen such cases where they tell to our team कि मैम हमें सिर्फ नॉनवेज खाना है, हमारा बच्चा कुछ और खाता नहीं है. नो, इट्स योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, बिकॉज नॉनवेज इज नॉट क्रिएटिंग द चाइल्ड immunity, nutrition, it's just creating the obesity in the child. So anyways also we have to take care of the child diet. Yes.
Sure. Yeah, आपने वो पोटली की बात करी. So I'm in my circle also, I've seen a lot of people having these potlis, one for each person in the house. So is it actually effective? You said kids के लिए जरूरत नहीं है, but do adults take it, and is there any harm in doing that?
Nalin, not at all. You can take it definitely, right? Because देखिए natural चीज अगर फायदा नहीं करेगी तो नुकसान भी नहीं करेगी. But I've seen the benefit of it, right? How you need to make it? आपको कॉटन का कपड़ा लेना है, उसके अंदर आधा चम्मच अजवाइन डालिए, राइट? आप 5 से 6 लौंग डालिए और 2 कपूर आप उसमें डालिए, and just fold it and give to the person who have a COVID or have a spasm or have a sinus. It will really help. It's all natural. Yes.
Right. Awesome. Audience, please keep sending in your questions. We still have Shikha with us here. Shika, we've seen that the biggest challenge people face when they go for a diet plan is to reduce the tummy fat. How do you address this? Is there any specific wonder spice or herb you prescribe to melt the stubborn tummy? In fact, I also need that.
Lovely, amazing. So Nalin, you just mentioned that, Shika, as we know that we don't actually give anything from outside, everything is available in the kitchen. That's very true, because whenever we talk about the diet, तो सबसे पहले जो हमारे दिमाग में आता है वो ये आता है, almond milk लेना है, soya milk लेना है. Okay, because I am on diet. So diet has actually become a thing where you have to spend a lot from your pocket. And when I like when lockdown was not there, when I used to take a face-to-face this corporate sessions, so I was really in pain seeing people is spending much of money, hard-earned money on these things, and they were not happy about it, because obviously वो कमा रहे हैं, घर भी चलाना है, हेल्थ का भी, because corporate पे ध्यान रखना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. अगर आप फिट रहेंगे तो आपकी ग्रोथ में भी आपको हेल्प मिलेगा, right? And you feel more confident, right? So it's not important that you have to, it's not at all required to buy things from outside. And in fact, entire COVID has proved this, because we were the only brand जो पहले भी कहता था सब कुछ किचन में, और COVID एक ऐसा situation आया जहाँ पे बाहर से कुछ लेना ही नहीं था, right? So people are really helped with that, right? और जैसे tummy की जब हम बात करते हैं, because that is a big problem with everyone. So there is a one magical, massage that you can make for your tummy that will help you to remove the cellulite and make your tummy fat go soft, so that when you're working on your diet or the exercise, anything that you're doing, the fat will go in better manner. उसके लिए आपको क्या करना है? You have to, take 3 teaspoon of mustard oil,
Okay.
2 teaspoon of sesame oil, which is तिल का तेल और इंग्लिश में sesame oil कहते हैं, right? Half teaspoon of coffee, add half teaspoon of coffee, half teaspoon of sugar, and half teaspoon of coriander powder, which is धनिया का powder, English में coriander powder. और आपको उसको अच्छी तरीके से मिक्स करना है. मिक्स करके उसको थोड़ा सा वार्म कर लीजिए, नॉट वेरी हॉट, जस्ट वार्म, एज कंफर्टेबल फॉर योर स्किन. और नहाने से पहले या सोने से पहले आप उसको सर्कुलर और क्लॉकवाइज एंड एंटी क्लॉकवाइज उसे मसाज कीजिए, एंड then you can take your shower or you can sleep if you're doing at night, and that will really help you to reduce your tummy fat, right? And the females who have a problem after pregnancy that their tummy got sag and all that stuff, it will really help you there as well. उसके अलावा टमी फैट के लिए एक मैजिकल स्पाइस आप कंज्यूम कर सकते हैं, दैट इज सुबह खाली पेट आपको आधा चम्मच, हाफ टी स्पून मस्टर्ड सीड्स लेनी है, विच इज लाइक सरसों के काले सरसों के दाने, और डिनर के बाद भी आपको आधा टी स्पून मस्टर्ड सीड्स लेनी है. सो दिस इज द मैजिकल ट्रिप विच विल डेफिनेटली गोना वर्क ऑन योर टमी फैट एज वेल.
Awesome. I think that's a wonderful tip for a large part of our population will be helped by this. Shika, while we are in the heat of summers now at the moment, what are the wonder spices or herbs in our kitchen which can help us stay cool and hydrated during this weather, especially when we have been forcing these strong kadas down our throats to protect us from COVID?
Right. So, Nalan, this is a wonderful question, because people, they always say that, spices garam hota hai, तो गर्मी में वो प्रॉब्लम कर सकता है. तो ठंडे स्पाइसेस कौन से हैं जो ठंडे स्पाइसेस ले सकते हैं? देखिए, सबसे पहला, हर्ब्स और स्पाइसेस में कोई ठंडा गर्म नहीं होता है, राइट? इट इज द मेडिसिन. कभी हम मेडिसिन को ऐसा करते हो कि ठंडी मेडिसिन है, ये गर्म मेडिसिन है, राइट? सो सेम वे द हर्ब्स एंड स्पाइसेस, नॉट ठंडा एंड गर्म. और उसका बहुत बड़ा एग्जांपल है, जब माँ को दूध नहीं आता तो जीरा क्यों दिया जाता है? जब बच्चे के पेट में दर्द होता है तो उसको अजवाइन क्यों दी जाती है? बिकॉज these are not the garam thanda, it's a natural medicines which is given to the people. So all the spices which is I'm adding here, you can take, does not matter whatever the environment and the weather is. For example, as I said, I got my franchisee in entire Emirates, right? So temperature there sometimes becomes so hot, right? And people, they're taking those spices. So it really does not matter. There's nothing called a thanda garam spice. These are all medicine given by the nature.
Yeah, we are touching 50 degrees at the moment here in the Middle East, so you're right.
It's so hot, yes. But there is a natural cooler drink, which is, of course, you can make it, and that will help you to boost up your immune system as well, right? जैसे कहते हैं ना, ठंडा भी पियेंगे और साथ में अपने फैट पे भी काम करेंगे. तो उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? You need to take a 2 glass of chilled water, right? You need to take a 2 glass of chilled water, right, which you can keep overnight, right, in your refrigerator. Next day you can use it. So chilled water. Add the half teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of your turmeric, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and half teaspoon of isabgol. Or if you don't have a isabgol, which is like fiber, right, a half teaspoon of that. And you can add just take a this orange, राइट? आपको 2-3 ऑरेंज को छोटा छोटा सा सीजर से काट के उसके अंदर डाल देने हैं, राइट? एंड एड 1 स्ट्रॉबेरी, राइट? कट द स्ट्रॉबेरी लाइक स्मॉल, और यू कैन यूज 2-3 स्ट्रॉबेरीज ऑल्सो, एंड यू कैन कीप इट. अब जब वो बहुत चिल्ड नहीं पीना है, जब वो आपको कंफर्टेबल लगे एज पर योर बॉडी, राइट, दैट इट विल बी कूलर ऑल्सो, एंड इट विल बी नॉट वेरी हॉट ऑल्सो. So as a room temperature, little cooler, you can take entire day, and it will really help you as a cooler drink, and it will also help you to working on your immune system and your metabolism as well.
Awesome. I think that's another wonderful tip for our audience. Still talking about summers, people who love ice creams, kala khattas, kulfis, chaats, etc., have been apprehensive of consuming these since they are afraid of throat infections and that might result in COVID. So is there any wonder spice do you have in your khazana that people can consume and still enjoy their favorite ice creams and chaats?
Right. So Nalin, are you talking about you or the people?
I've formed it for myself, and I believe that I'll have a lot of support on this.
ओके, सोनाली नहीं, ऐसा कोई स्पाइस नहीं होता, मतलब फिर तो शिखा शर्मा का मंदिर बन जाना चाहिए था, राइट? कुछ भी खाइए, कुछ भी बीमारी नहीं होगी, राइट? नो नो,
Yeah.
इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, राइट? सो बिल्कुल इस मौसम में आपको, और अभी कोविड के टाइम पे, यू हैव टू
Yeah.
take these things away from you. Even I'm following that, my family is also following that. My daughter, she's a 5 years, is being a 2 years. I haven't given the ice creams to her because of this thanda only. So of course you need to avoid it, right? You are 100% need to avoid it. But अगर आपका मन कर रहा है खाने का, right, ठंडा नहीं, but घर में आप जैसे वो बना लीजिए, खीर बना लीजिए, चावल की खीर बना सकते हैं, मखानों की खीर बना सकते हैं, कोकोनट की खीर बना सकते हैं, उसको रेफ्रिजरेटर में रख, मतलब अपने फ्रीजर में रखिए, सॉरी, कीप इट इन रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड यू कैन टेक इट. So this
Right.
gonna be the alternative of it, but not very thanda. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think it makes a lot of sense. One follow-up question that we have from the audience is it soaked mustard seeds or raw? I think आपने mustard seeds के बारे में बोला था. So soaked
No, it
लेने
will be raw. It's raw. When you eat, it's gonna be raw. हम दवाई कैसे लेते हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर ने दिया, सीधा पानी से गल्प किया. In the same way, the herbs need to be taken the same way. Just keep it in your mouth and gulp it with the water. That's all.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Shika, I strongly believe that you have a really revolutionary thinking style, and I've seen few videos of yours where you talked about black tea with milk versus green tea, and then some people say that शाम को इतने बजे के बाद खाना नहीं खाना है, but you are not a very big advocate of a body clock or like that. So how do you, I mean, what kind of research you've kind of done, and how do you advise these? Because I think there's a lot of disagreement you would be facing regularly with similar experts in your industry. So how do you encounter that?
Okay, so when you say, Nalin, that a lot of disagree, you will be finding from same people from the same industry. I'll say 100% हो सकता है, right? मुझे तो कभी नहीं मिला है, but 100% हो सकता है, because there's somebody gonna come and they say, अरे टाइम नहीं फॉलो करना, 12 बजे डिनर करना है, 12 बजे कर लो, 1 बजे करना, 1 बजे कर लो, बेड पे लेट के खाना खाना खा लो. Now,
Right.
Nalin, if you ask me what kind of a research, look, like एज ए सेड, जैसे हम स्टीरॉइड्स की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? स्टीरॉइड से न्यूज में आ रहा है कि स्टीरॉइड्स लेंगे तो ब्लैक फंगल हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, बट जरूरत है तो लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? जरूरत है तो लेना पड़ेगा. और जब सीटी स्कैन का आया कि सीटी स्कैन कराने से कैंसर हो सकता है, सो आई वाज टॉकिंग टू द जर्नलिस्ट, आई सेड नहीं हो सकता, कैसे हो जाएगा, सालों से हो रहा है. सो using your own brain is also very important. Now coming on time, when Shika A Sharma Fat to Slim says, world over, even taking your dinner at 12 at the night, you can lose weight and can stay fit. There is a strong reason behind it. You know what? The reason is, जब हम कहते थे कि खाना 7:30 या 8 बजे तक खा लेना चाहिए, नालिन उस टाइम हम सोते कितने बजे थे? हम सोते थे 9 बजे, सोते थे 9:30 बजे. आज आप या मैं अपना एग्जांपल ले लूं, what time we sleeping? I know about myself. Somebody who's sleeping at 3, 4, and same for the people on the Instagram and the Facebook. They are completely right. They are into it. So people are sleeping at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock also in the morning. So अगर आप खाना 8 बजे खा रहे हैं रात के, या शाम के आप 7 बजे खा रहे हैं, और अगले दिन अपना ब्रेकफास्ट आप 8 या 9 बजे कर रहे हैं या 10 बजे कर रहे हैं, so you're starving yourself for 13 hours, right? तो हमें ये समझना है, जब बॉडी सोती भी है या वो इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक भी देख रही है, तो वो अपनी कैलोरी यूज कर रही है. सपोज आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू, सो इसका एग्जांपल ये नहीं है कि मैं बैठी हूँ तो मैं अपनी कैलोरी यूज नहीं कर रही. इफ आई एम स्पीकिंग, आई एम यूजिंग माय कैलोरीज, right? So that is the reason people who follow such diet, eating at 7 and 8 and next day eating your dinner breakfast at 9 or 10, what happened? The face of the charm start going for a toss. Right? They start looking, somebody who has lost the charm on the face. They are patient because आप खाना नहीं इतना डाल रहे जितनी आपकी बॉडी मशीन को चाहिए. क्योंकि अगर बॉडी मशीन में आप पूरा पेट्रोल नहीं डालेंगे, बॉडी फूक जाएगी. और वही हुआ ना, right? Why young people have faced more cases of death ratio as compared to the old people? Because अगर फिटनेस के नाम पे उन्होंने कुछ फॉलो किया था, वो गलत था, वो फिटनेस नहीं थी. इट वाज जस्ट प्लेइंग अराउंड विद द बॉडी, राइट? सो अगर हमारा सोना लेट हो गया तो हमारा खाना भी लेट हो जाना चाहिए. अगर हमारा सोना जल्दी है तो खाना भी जल्दी हो जाना चाहिए. दिस इज द वेरी कॉमन कंसेप्ट बिहाइंड इट, एंड I guess this is actually absolutely right thing, and that is the reason people who are losing even a 40 kg with us, their face is glowing like a, you know, like a beautiful flower. Their face is not going for a toss. And same goes for our celebrities also. You know, if they are, because I deal with the celebrities, they have a beautiful schedule. You know, they eat dinner early, they sleep early, right? तो वही है, अगर खाना जल्दी खाना है तो सोइए भी जल्दी, अगर खाना आपको सोना लेट है तो खाना भी लेट खाइए. Yes.
Right. Wonderful. So, Shika, in your kitchen, what is the one single most used spice which is most frequently used by you?
Okay, so if you have spice in the food also, so you know, you see my lot many videos where I'm saying आलू खाओगे तो आलू जैसे हो जाओगे, but ऐसा नहीं है, right? So you know, I used to say, okay, आलू खाओगे तो आलू जैसे हो जाओगे, तो ये बिल्कुल गलत है. तो I keep showing my आलू, and one day my husband was pointing me out, yeah, you should become a brand ambassador for आलू. So एक चीज खाने में आलू is definitely there in my kitchen. It is there in my meal plan also, because aloo is really high in calcium. It is very important, and aloo is something which we are not eating since our childhood. हम बचपन से नहीं खा रहे नानी, हम माँ के पेट से खा रहे हैं, तो हमारी बॉडी की क्रिएशन वैसी हुई है, राइट? और स्पाइस की अगर आप बात करोगे, सो माय जीरा, cumin, my what do you call the haldi, these are the two must spice which is there in my diet, right? And for the better immunity, for better fitness, so these are two spices. And खाने में आलू is the one of the most important thing. और मैं इसमें एक चीज और बोलना चाहूंगी नालन, जैसे कि लोगों को आजकल इनफर्टिलिटी की बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, राइट? बच्चे नहीं हो रहे हैं, आईवीएफ कराना पड़ता है, तब भी नहीं हो रहा है. सो नालन, you know, just imagine there was a time when couple used to deliver 14 children, and now even getting a one children has become such a big problem. Why? Because हमने अपनी क्रिएशन को खराब कर दिया. यू नो, आर बॉडी क्रिएशन हमारी मम्मी के पेट में कैसे हुई है? गेहूं खा के, आलू खा के, राइट? बट आज उसको क्या बना दिया हमने? हम किस तरीके के खाना खा रहे हैं? हम खा रहे हैं, ब्रोकली खा रहे हैं, एवोकाडोस खा रहे हैं, हम ब्रांड आटा खा रहे हैं, ओट्स आटा खा रहे हैं. सो व्हाट हैपेंड? वी आर एक्चुअली टच्ड आवर क्रिएशन ऑफ आवर बॉडी, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, you know, we can see the result. The creation is actually getting stopped. So this has become so common. So guys, please go back to your Indian roots if you're Indian, because this is how our body has been created. People has made green tea as a magical tea. Okay, मैंने बहुत सारा खाना खा लिया, green tea पी लूं तो मैं ठीक, मेरा वो सारा कैलोरी इक्वल हो जाएगा. Not at all. Green tea or any teas came from China. You know why? Because their people, they because temperature is very cool, so they try a different kind of teas, right? There's the concept is from there. हमारा यहाँ पे दूध वाली चाय, दूध वाला कॉफी है. क्यों? क्योंकि दूध से आपको कैल्शियम भी मिलता है, right? So these are things that we have to follow for the betterment of the life as well. Yeah.
शिखा, दूध की बात करें और अपने आमंड मिल्क पे भी टच किया था. There's a lot of people want to go into a vegan diet today. So how do they kind of supplement the requirements of their body if we go vegan, if we completely stop milk products?
Look, Nalin, if you ask people want to go to a vegan diet today and how they can, you know, substitute it. First of all, I don't favor vegan diet, right? Because it is basically a patient diet. देखिए, ये कब दी जाती है? जब दी जाती है जब पेशेंट को कोई लैक्टो प्रॉब्लम है, राइट? किसी को दूध से एलर्जी है, दूध से प्रॉब्लम है, तो तब ये डाइट दी जाती है. या ब्रिटिशर्स को ये डाइट फॉलो करते हुए देखा गया है. क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि वो काफी ज्यादा नॉनवेज डाइट पे होते हैं सिंस द चाइल्डहुड. सो नाउ मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द ओल्डर एज, सीनियर सिटीजन, सीनियर पीपल एज, so what they do, they stop taking, they become a vegan so that body detox हो जाए, right? But as a fashion now we have choose the, you know, diet as a vegan diet where we stop taking a dairy product. So I have seen the cases where people unnecessarily they get the allergy from the dairy products, their calcium go down, their hair start following, the skin start getting problem, right? Okay. So I don't suggest vegan diet to the normal people. If you have a problem, then take it. If you have a dairy problem, you know, if you are lactose intolerance, then go for such diet, not for the normal people. Because हमें समझना है, देखिए, normal body और patient body अलग है, right? पेशेंट बॉडी को क्या चाहिए? अगर प्रोटीन की कमी है, डॉक्टर ने बोली तो बिल्कुल प्रोटीन खाइए. बट एक बॉडी है जिसको प्रोटीन की कमी नहीं है, नॉर्मल बॉडी है, तो वो प्रोटीन भी खाएगा, विटामिन भी खाएगा, मिनरल भी खाएगा, जिंक भी खाएगा, उसके लिए सब चीजें की प्रॉब्लम है. अगर एक बॉडी है जिसको ग्लूटेन की प्रॉब्लम है तो वो व्हीट छोड़े, समझ आता है क्योंकि डॉक्टर ने बोला है प्रॉब्लम है. बट नॉर्मल बॉडी जिसको कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है ग्लूटेन से, तो व्हाई टू लीव दैट, राइट? देन it actually become a problem for them for the later on, right? So please understand what is the difference between a patient diet and the normal body diet. It's very very important.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. शिखा, while we appreciate कि गेहूं और ये जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल खाना है that is the most important, but हमने बीच में एवोकाडो, ब्रोकोली की बात करी. So do they don't have any nutrients, or they still have it and they can kind of add on to our diet but not completely taken as a full diet, is what you mean, is it?
एब्सोल्युटली ननन, यही है कि ऐसा नहीं है कि ब्रोकली कुछ खराब है या एवोकाडो कुछ खराब है, राइट? जो इंडिया से बाहर हमारे क्लाइंट्स है वो ऑफ कोर्स खाते, बट डोंट टेक इट एज अ फिक्स मील. पीपल व्हाट दे डू, ओके आलू तो खाना ही नहीं है, खराब है, सिर्फ एवोकाडो खाना, एंड दे स्पेंडिंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. इंडिया में avocado cost you 400 per piece, right? So people, उनसे जबरदस्ती ये पैसा खर्च करवाया जा रहा है through the health, dietitian, so that is not required. And avocado have a two sides. It can increase your weight, it can reduce your weight, right? It have a two sides attached to it. So even excess of eating avocado, don't know what is the result is, right? So of course आप ले सकते हैं, but ज़्यादा मत लीजिए.
Obviously. Thank you so much. Shika, it has been such an amazing conversation today, and I didn't realize that we are already past an hour. I absolutely loved the session today, and I really hope that our audience got some wonderful insights as well. I sincerely thank Shika for finding out time for us and being a part of today's episode of TLR shows and sharing such important insights. Thank you, audience, for joining us from various different geographies. It is really heartening to note the increase in the list of countries from where our participants have been joining. Keep showing this love. We express our deepest gratitude to you all. Keep following us across our social media channels to stay updated with our upcoming shows and with what new is happening at TLR now. Thank you so much. You all have a great day. Take care. Stay safe. Eat well and be happy. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Namaskar. Alvida. Ma salama. Thank you again, Shikha. I will see you at the broadcast studio on the other side of the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.